That's one shrill version of the hymn of Wagen. One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Wagen. One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Wagen.
Ah, mas a véia me viu, esse cara já.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir. Oh, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigel won't come up. This is where Frau Heigel must take her breaks. It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop. This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Wagen. Nothing of interest in here. Just what I needed. A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room, then? The number of rooms don't add up. A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents. A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
Ronaldinho.
Just what I needed. It's been bricked up, most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. It's been bricked up, most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. Dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. It's been bricked up, most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. Nothing of interest in here. It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of. in remembrance of the eternal bond between the Roses and the Zimmers. Signed, Adam Z. This is where Frau Heigl must take her breaks. More stock for the shop.
Valeu, tamo junto. Boa noite.
There was a photo on top of these shelves on the first floor.
It might give you a clue as to the whereabouts of Diana Rose's room.
There was a photo on top of these shelves on the first floor.
It might give you a clue as to the whereabouts of Diana Rose's room.
There was a photo on top of these shelves on the first floor.
It might give you a clue as to the whereabouts of Diana Rose's room.
According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north. Huh. The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. That's it, Oscar. I think I know where Dana's room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on a track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third-floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Hegel, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see. Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
So what do you think, Oscar?
I think I would have liked a body with longer front legs.
I was talking about the window up there. Must be Dana's room, right?
Oh, of course. There is a high probability that you are not wrong, Kate Walker.
Looks like the staircase serves every floor, including Dana's.
I conjecture that you are probably right, Kate Walker.
The second floor windows will be of no use to reach the staircase. Well, we can't get to the staircase from the first floor windows.
Indeed, Kate Walker, all the windows you could have used are obstructed.
The ladder to the first floor is up. It's too high for me to pull down. Looks like there's a mechanism up there to lower the ladder. That drain pipe leads to a ledge that leads to the staircase.
According to my calculations, the drain pipe will not hold you, Kate Walker. And even if you were lighter, the ledge is too narrow for you to stand on.
Hey, are you trying to tell me something, Oscar?
Yes, you are too heavy and too wide, Kate Walker, for the ledge.
Gee, thanks, Oscar. So basically, it's not going to be easy to use the staircase to get to Dana's room.
There is no other way. Access is denied from inside the first and second floors, and the third floor stairwell is bricked up. The fire escape staircase is the only possibility, Kate Walker. But you cannot climb up the drain pipe because of your weight and size.
I heard you the first time, thanks.
You are welcome, Kate Walker. So, the only way up is by the fire escape staircase, and that means lowering the ladder from the first floor.
We'll just have to go back inside and make it to the staircase through a window.
That is not possible, Kate Walker. As I clearly recall saying, the windows are obstructed.
Well, in that case, there's only one solution. As you're so light and slim, Oscar, you'll have to climb up the drain pipe and walk across the ledge for me. Then you just need to activate the mechanism to lower the steps so that heavy me can take the staircase route.
I was not made to climb up drain pipes, Kate Walker. I am a precision-made automaton.
Come on, Oscar. You saved the day more than once at Baranor. It must be second nature by now.
But how can I lower myself to scurrying like a rat?
Because you're a fine fellow and my faithful friend?
Kate Walker, help! I believe I am stuck here.
Stay calm, Oscar. I'm coming.
Climbing like a common squirrel. This is a disgrace.
Everything okay up there?
Yes, Kate Walker. I just need to... Ah!
Hang on tight, Oscar.
Oh, I am, Kate Walker. Believe me, I am.
You gotta jump now, Oscar. Hurry! Well done, Oscar. Glad that you're safe and sound.
I guess that's one way of putting it, Kate Walker.
I'm also glad you haven't lost your positive attitude.
Phew. That useless body. Now I must find another way. And climbing up all over again.
Be careful there, Oscar.
Oh dear, that can't be good. Oh dear. Now, Miss Pigeon. Madam Pigeon then, I beg your pardon. Now, Madam Pigeon, would you be so kind as to make way? I guess I'm going to need help here. Kate Walker, I'm going to need you again.
How am I supposed to get rid of that pigeon? I can't throw it at the pigeon, but maybe I can use it some other way.
Made our point, I guess. Maybe this body will be useful in the end.
Locked, of course.
Kate Walker, if I were meant to be used as a cannonball, I would have been given a fuse. This is highly irregular.
Tuck your head in, Oscar. 1,
If Hans Vorarlberg could see me now,
2, 3.
Undignified! Oh my. Oh my. Really? Is this any way to treat an intelligent automaton? Really, if Mr. Vorarlberg could see me now...
He would say, "You've saved the day again, Oscar. You've exceeded all expectations by far." Okay, let's try and find out what became of Dana after she left the refuge. No doubt about it, this must have been Dana's room. A part's missing. It's from the Music Academy. It's blocking it. The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day. There's something underneath. Can't reach it. Can't be that heavy. That's better. I'm sure there's more for me to do here. "20 Bridge of Mists." Dana's address in the 30s. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It's blocking it. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. I could swear I found the right combination. What else could I set on the wheels in addition to the symbols? It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected. It's blocking it. It won't open, and yet I'm pretty sure the combination of symbols is right. There must be... The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why. Oh, come on. I'm sure it must be the right combination of symbols. Oh, I must have missed something. Maybe the symbols aren't the only thing I need. The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why. It's blocking it. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. It's blocking it. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. I could swear I found the right combination. What else could I set on the wheels in addition to the symbols? The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why. It's blocking it. The padlock on the chest is very special.
Its shape reminds me of the silhouette drawn on the papers that you found, Kate Walker.
The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open, and yet I'm pretty sure the combination of symbols is right. There must be something else to set with the wheels. I see. So I need to arrange the padlock like the silhouette on the papers.
Exactly, Kate Walker. But that probably won't be enough to find the right combination. The symbols on the padlock seem just as important.
The wheels on the lock seem to have different heights. I wonder why. It's blocking it. Regarding the symbols on the padlock, I recall seeing similar ones on the back of Dana's diploma, but one of them is faded.
In my opinion, Kate Walker, if you copy the silhouette drawn on the papers, you'll find the missing symbol. You can check by pressing the button on the side of the padlock.
It's from the Music Academy. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. Music symbols, but they don't seem related to the diploma. It's blocking it. Regarding the symbols on the padlock, I recall seeing similar ones on the back of Dana's diploma, but one of them is faded.
In my opinion, Kate Walker, if you copy the silhouette drawn on the papers, you'll find the missing symbol. You can check by pressing the button on the side of the padlock.
I could swear I found the right combination. What else could I set on the wheels in addition to the symbols? Oh, come on. I'm sure it must be the right combination of symbols. Oh, I must have missed something. Maybe the symbols aren't the only thing I need to set on each wheel. It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary.
Valeu, Bruno. Tamo junto.
It won't open. I'm pretty sure I've collected all the clues I could in the room, though. I should take a look at the documents and items in my diary. It won't open, and yet I'm pretty sure the combination of symbols is right. There must be something else to set with the wheels. I could swear I found the right combination. What else could I set on the wheels in addition to the symbols? Oh, come on. I'm sure it must be the right combination of symbols. Oh, I must have missed something. Maybe the symbols aren't the only thing I need to set on each wheel. It's blocking it. Thing's stuck. This was written not long after her time at the refuge. A letter from Leon. So he did write back to Dana after the expedition left Kantar, the capital of Valtayar. The High Plateau of Valtayar, October 25th, 1937. My darling Edelweiss.
I hate myself for not sending you news more often, and for not being able to receive news of you. I find myself now where probably no other modern-day human has ever ventured before. I regret to inform you that I won't be able to go back to Europe with my fellow survivors. something bad happened during the expedition. I, no doubt, am partly to blame. Nevertheless, I would like you to know my version of the events. After hard days of hiking, we set up our base camp on the threshold of a high valley where rhododendrons grew. All the witnesses seemed to concur. This was where the Gorun, the famous man of the mountains, was most frequently sighted. For many long weeks, we explored without success every valley and mountain surrounding the camp. Autumn was approaching, the rivers started to freeze at the edges, and the prospect of having to head back with nothing for our toil was becoming more and more apparent. The joyful banter of the first weeks was no more. The men were becoming moody and tense. Especially our chief, Reinhard Berger. Up we get, Leon. Another day on a wild goose chase. I'd better get kitted up before going out. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste. Goethe's Faust. One of Junter's posh friends, Murnau, if I remember rightly, turned it into a film about 10 years ago. I think the poor chap's dead now, though. Sauer's thesis. From what I understand, he accepted to work for the Brown Shadow because they were the only ones who would finance his research. What a waste. These biscuits don't compare with old Gustav's cooking, but at least they fill you up. Must remember to fill it up before I leave the camp. I ought to bring all the equipment together before I take my bag. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I'd doubt it. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back. I'm so glad Junta lent it to me. I was able to take wonderful pictures behind Berger's back. Hope I can get back to sketching the valley, but with Berger putting on the pressure at the moment, I doubt it. The letters I got from Dana before leaving Kantar with the expedition. It's tough not to be able to receive or give any news since leaving civilization. I should take my gear before going out. Horst has already left. The scolding that Berger gave them yesterday about their lack of results in tracking down the Gorons really got to him. All those books. Only Horst could cot about works of anthropology beyond the frontiers of the known world. The march of science knows no bounds for him. Better get going before...
Do you know what time it is?
Time to be heading out?
Enough! You couldn't care less whether we find the Gorons or not, could you?
Well, mark my words, Copperteeth. You'd better change your bloody attitude.
The day's only just bloody breaking.
I couldn't give a damn. Everyone has already started except you. So you just get your butt upstream and help Sauer carry out his research. The idiot is capable of getting himself lost again.
All right. I'm not your enemy, you know.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation, Leon. If we don't find a specimen of the Goron, the brown shadow will... Look, just go find Sauer. Please. Now!
Poor animal. Berger's gone out of his mind with this search for the abominable snowman of his. No one here. Bauer and Jaeger must have already taken off in search of the Goron. Jaeger and Bauer have been a bit heavy-handed with the alcohol these past few evenings. Morale of the troops is at an all-time low.
De certeza que os corpos na montanha relatados eram desses aqui. Ué, não é pra ir pra lá não?
I think I'm just going to stay here.
Tá, mas eu tenho que encontrar.
I should be able to catch up with Horst by following the road along the river. Better get going. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive. Autumn is here. We'd better leave the mountain soon, or we won't survive. Anyone there? Looks like someone's left their gear over there. Better check it out. Whoever it belongs to must have left in a hurry to have left it behind. Stopping to read in the middle of the wilds. That's sour all over. What on earth is that? Maybe there's a link between that mark and the gear near the stump. I'd better go back and check it out before I move on. One of us must have stayed here. For a rest, maybe? One of the scientists must have stopped for a rest here. Most probably Sour. After finding that strange mark on the rock. What on earth is that? That mark must be what caused Sour to stop and rest for a while. I'd better head out and try to find him to clarify the situation. What in God's name? Sour? What in the world?
Shh! Look what I found. Is that a go room? Yes, it's a go room. I heard him cry as I was taking a break near the path.
Moleque é verdadeiro?
Hurry, we must go fetch the others.
You go. He looks injured. I'd better stay and try and reach him before the current carries him away.
Right, Leon. Okay. But don't lose him.
Caralho, é bicho. É homem das neves mesmo.
All right, little fella. Don't
Ou
move.
naquela época eles não
I'm
sabiam
coming
que
to
era
get you.
gorila, né? Olha aí.
Current's too strong to swim across. Better find another way.
Bom, tem o tamanho de gorila, né?
All sorts of debris has been carried by the river. But other than trying to build a raft, I don't know what use it can be.
Ah, eu sei o que tem que fazer. Voltar lá pra pegar o machado.
Sour's already gone to warn the others. I can't just let the poor creature be swept away by the current.
Tá, mas a gente precisa de um machado pra derrubar a árvore. E aí o machado tá lá atrás, homem. Pobre criatura, você nem sabe se é agressivo ou não. Eu tenho machado pra isso? Ah, facão. Tá, mas com esse barulho eles vão ouvir. Entendi. Ah, mas desse jeito o bicho vai fugir.
Easy, Leon. Now's not the time to get a dunking.
Guril. Isso, chega aqui atrás do nada.
Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you. I just want to look at your wound. What can I give him to show I mean no ill?
Biscoito, vai. Água já tem ali.
There you go. Good boy. It's all right. Don't be afraid. You're all right, fella. Good boy. Eat up, fella. It's good, isn't it? Leg broken. I just want to look at it, all right?
Você vai tomar uma mordida.
Look, little fella. If you let me see your wound, you can have another biscuit later, yes?
Ele realmente entende o que você tá falando.
It's broken, all right. Must be very painful. You're a brave boy. If I could clean the wound and brace your leg, we should be able to get you back to camp and make it better.
Pra ser...
Hold on. I'll be right back. Just be patient, little fella. I'll be right back.
Vou voltar pra onde, velho? Ah, tá.
Looks like this water hasn't had time to become stagnant yet.
Ah, encheu o cantil.
I could use those creepers to tie up the Goron splint. They seem to be stuck. Here we go, fella. This is going to sting a little.
Ele vai entender, sim.
There, wasn't so bad, was it? Now we just need to find a way to get you back across. Did you do that, little fella? Well, better drawing than talking, huh?
Mano, o bicho vai cair nesse negócio. Não vai dar certo isso aí. Caraca, os caras realmente encontraram um pé grande, mano. Quer dizer, não é um pé grande, sei lá, tipo, esse nome que eles falaram.
Now we just have to wait for the others. Huh? Ah! You want another biscuit? You learn quick.
It
was a young specimen, my darling Dana. Almost like a child. And as soon as we made eye contact, I knew this was a creature endowed with reason. When my companions joined me, I immediately sensed
eles
they
querem
did not share
capturar o
the same
animal,
point of view.
Mano, na moral.
They seemed blinded by the discovery. They couldn't see the individual.
É óbvio que eles não iam querer fazer bem ao animal. Coitado do bicho, prenderam o bicho, mano.
It was clear the young Goran wasn't a person in their eyes, just a subject for study. In their excitement, they seemed to lose all common sense.
What is wrong with it? Fruit. Have some fruit.
You shut him up in a cage. What do you expect? He's frightened.
Shut it up, or I'm going to gag it.
Vai. Ah, eu acho que eles prenderam o filhote do animal. Eles prenderam o filhote do bicho que eles estão procurando. Caralho, olha aquilo ali, cara. É, pegaram a criança do bicho, mano. Tá que pariu, cara. Prenderam a criança deles.
Must be the Goran's mother. If you give it back, she'll probably leave.
And deprive us of an adult specimen, you bad. All right, Mama.
Look at the size of her burger. Wound her, and we'll never get her back alive.
Who said we needed her alive? They can't all be live specimens, can they?
No!
macaquinho queria ficar com ele.
Sorry about that, Burger, but I couldn't let you shoot them.
Ih, morto.
Reinhard, you all right?
É, meu filho, essa coisa matou ele.
But he's killed Burger.
Ih, fudeu.
Bauer, wait. You saw. It was an accident. He was going to kill the Goron, sir. So I had no intention to...
Shut it, assassin!
Oh, my head.
Olha, eles enterraram o cara, deixaram ele amarrado e foram embora. Olha o nosso ali.
Oh dear Lord, Burger. I'm sorry. I never meant to...
I'll bring him some soup. We can't let him starve to death. Bastard doesn't deserve food. Typical horse, eh? Always the good Samaritan.
Aren't you afraid I was going to run for it?
They intend to hand you over to the authorities in Kantar for the murder of Reinhard Burger.
Convenient for them.
Well, that's not how it's going to be. I don't agree with what you did. But you don't deserve what Bauer and Jaeger intend for you. You must pretend to be tied up. Wait for them to fall asleep. Then take your gear and get as far away from here as possible. Hear me?
Yes, but what... So there you have the full story, my darling Dana. I don't know what will become of me, where my escape will lead me over the coming weeks, or what my life as a murderer on the run will be like.
Ele entregou essa carta pra ela. Então realmente tem bicho naquela montanha.
But always remember that my love for you is as strong as ever, and that my greatest desire is to hold you in my arms. I love you more than anything in the world. Leon.
Oxe,
Your Highland painter.
Ela desmaiou?
Dana! Oh my goodness! Dana!
What's wrong, Puppet? Lena, come, quick!
Que ela se matou? Não. Acho que não.
Dear Diary, so much has happened since I received Leon's letter a few days ago. I'm slowly recovering. Today, Papa and Mama told me that I was going to leave for a while. I'll explain what's going on, but I don't know where to begin. I need to gather my thoughts as I finish packing my suitcase. As I said, dear diary, I'm leaving tomorrow. Papa and Mama are sending me to a sanatorium out of town for a few months. They say it's for continuing my convalescence. In other words, to send me and my secret away from prying eyes. My parents have accepted the offer from their longtime friends, the Zimmers, to pay for my hospitalization at the sanatorium. The Zimmers said it was in the name of their long friendship with Papa and Mama.
Ué, tratamento pra quê?
But I think they feel bad that they can afford to flee Wagen in the Brown Shadow, whereas Mama and Papa can't. The ideal summer and winter resort in the most picturesque and enchanting spot looking over the River Dombra. Well, let's hope that's true.
Lenço bordado.
Come on, Dana. There were enough tears already.
No.
I'll put you away in there as soon as I'm done, dear diary. Better to keep you safe than risking to lose you where I'm going.
Por isso que ficou aqui o diário dela.
I was planning to give up all my old toys and dolls. But now I guess I'm going to need them in a few years. The medication to treat my cough. Mama is forcing me to take it again since I collapsed after getting Leon's letter. I should pack it. I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. No need to go in the bathroom. I've already packed my toiletries, and I won't feel sick again until tomorrow morning. I'm almost done here. I just need to add my medicine and the brochure had Zimmer gave. Poor Papa and Mama. They were devastated when the doctor they called after I collapsed discovered my secret. That secret I dared not speak about to anyone. Not even you, dear diary.
Que segredo?
Now I can tell you. I'm pregnant, dear diary. Leon is the father.
Ela tem filho.
There were a lot of tears and screams when the doctor told Papa and Mama. But they finally decided to pretend that the baby will be the foster child of a missing relative. I know everyone expects me to feel guilty, but I can't help thinking of names. If it's a boy, of course it'll be Leon, to bring his father good luck. And if it's a girl, I think I'll call her Anna.
Peraí, Anna não é o nome da mãe da Kitty?
Papa looks 10 years older since he learned of my pregnancy. But what seems to have affected him the most was to ask Herr Zimmer for help. Mama says Leon is nothing but an unscrupulous adventurer who took advantage of an innocent girl, but I know it's not true. It's late. I shouldn't roam about in the house. I can't believe Leon is on the run, all alone in those mountains in the middle of winter. I need to finish packing my suitcase before we say goodbye, dear diary. I'll take all those souvenirs with me. I just need to find space for them in my suitcase. I hope you are well, Leon, wherever you are now. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy. Papa and Mama have locked me up in here since they discovered my condition. I'm going to miss playing the piano while I'm away, let alone going to the academy.
Bem que eu reparei que ela tava com barriga de grávida.
Well, that should be it. All I need to do now is to conclude my diary entry and hide it somewhere safe with Leon's letter.
Diga adeus ao seu diário.
Now you know everything, dear diary. It is now, I guess, the time to say goodbye for a while.
É engraçado que ela não levou o diploma dela, né?
All I can hope now is that Leon will survive winter in those faraway mountains, and that he will find a way to come home and clear his name. We will wait until then, me and the baby.
A Kate ficou chocada. Anna não é o nome da mãe da Kate? Será então que essa Dana Rose, ela é a avó da Kate?
Me and the baby?
Do you still think there might be a family connection between you, Kate Walker?
Well, all I know is that my family on my mother's side came from Europe. Well, like a lot of New Yorkers, right? I don't know from where exactly, but... And then there's the music box my mother left me, which it turns out plays the Vaughan anthem. It all seems so magical. Almost like destiny's at play.
Or a coincidence, Kate Walker. The law of coincidences states that the more an individual is liable to believe in coincidences, the more coincidences happen to them.
But then there's the fact, Oscar, that everyone keeps telling me Dana and I look so much alike.
What do you plan on doing now, Kate Walker?
According to the diary, Dana left for a sanatorium outside of town. The records might tell what became of her and her baby. But before we go, there's something that's been bothering me.
What is it, Kate Walker?
The pogrom that Frau Heigl told us about, the one during which the house and the neighborhood were ransacked, happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. Dana said that she was leaving for the sanatorium for a few months at the end of 1937.
Indeed, Kate Walker. So it is very likely she was safe and sound over there when the pogrom occurred.
Yes, but what if she was home with her baby? I need to be sure before we leave for the sanitarium, Oscar. We need to search the neighborhood for more evidence.
All right, Kate Walker. Where you lead, I will follow. As long as you don't forget your bag.
Trust me, Oscar. You're the only friend I've got right now. I ain't losing you.
Tem como sair aqui?
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Hoss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. But the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet. So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Aceite meus agradecimentos pela doação feita por aí.
That's a good clue, I guess, but I need to find more. Dana's initials.
We were on the other side of this wall earlier, Kate Walker.
It's like we've gone through a looking glass.
I do not understand, Kate Walker.
Forget it. I don't know what I'm saying.
If you say so, Kate Walker.
Vamos embora.
According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
Lembrando assim, pra quem tá assistindo aí, o Sombra Marrom é o nome paródia daquele grupo liderado pelo bigodudo da Alemanha, ok? Só para contextualizar vocês, né? O Sombra Marrom é esse grupo aí.
Come on, Oscar. We need to find more clues.
Eu acho que aquele mural lá aquele mural que tá aqui perto, acho que vai dizer alguma coisa sobre.
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here.
Isso é bom. Isso é muito bom, inclusive.
Vogt, Weiss. Dana isn't mentioned here.
Significa que ela sobreviveu, ué.
Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close. Otto, Pfeiffer. What if? Otto, Pfeiffer. What if?
E se o quê?
Otto, Pfeiffer. What if? Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close. In loving memory of all those who lost Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. I need to find out if Dana escaped the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker. A monument dedicated to the victims would be the ideal place to find out if Dana did or did not escape.
Não tem ninguém com a letra inicial D aqui. Como é que ela ia? Deixa eu ver. Não tem, ó. Não tem nenhuma Dana Rose aqui.
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here. Vogt, Weiss. Dana isn't mentioned here.
Usar, deixa eu ver.
Wrong one. Impossible. Anton and Lena Rose. Dana's parents. Oh, God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Rose also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no.
Nossa,
But I need to be sure.
Os pais dela...
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
Então, casa de hóspedes.
So, there she is. The famous Kate
Oxi.
Walker.
Sorry, what?
Dana Rose.
Você tá de brincadeira?
I knew her very well, you
Você
know.
tá de
Our
brincadeira?
Dana, darling. Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker.
Ah, tá.
Colonel Blake.
Ah,
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Connecting
a
the dots,
professora
are we?
dela.
You're a very
Que
clever
massa.
young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind?
Cara, quando ela falou Dana Rose, eu me assustei, mano. Falei, será que é ela?
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me.
Com certeza.
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker. It's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
Why did you change your name?
I didn't. I just took it back. You see, I was born and raised in London. My parents were diplomats from Austria. Janet Blake was always my real name.
And how did you become a British military officer? It doesn't sound like the usual career path for a famous artist.
Very true indeed, Miss Walker. But I actually have been both during my lifetime. The British Secret Service hired me as soon as they heard I was going to work close to the Brown Shadow in Ostertal. Back in the 30s, that was, just before I met Dana at the refuge.
So you were some kind of double agent.
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
Cara, não sei porquê, eu não deveria dizer de verdade pra essa mulher.
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms. in Vaughan.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand...
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
Poor bastards. I feel
Cara,
pardon
não sei
my French.
porquê, tá estranho.
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter, all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar. What a mess that was.
So, that's basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
Ok. Oxe, André, vai da água. Carai, que maneiro. Ah, é bem falado que o negócio eu podia flutuar na água, né? Ilha de Baden, outono de 2005. Olha aí, faz o retorno. Nossa.
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Tá estranho isso aí. Tá muito estranho.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller, but I promise, you must see for yourself.
Então tá bom.
Okay then.
And don't forget, miss, section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Oof. It's cold as hell here.
Caraca. Walker, você vai me fazer andar pela mata à noite, mulher. Placa de aviso. Sei não, hein.
How the heck do I get myself into these situations?
Puta, peraí. Isso aqui é ruína. Quem vai me dizer que é um sanatório?
These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something.
Ih, mano, é um sanatório. É, eu tô desconfiando, é um sanatório onde a dona Rose
There's something
tava.
sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
É um sanatório, mano.
Grim.
Não é um sanatório, é um cemitério.
This place gives me the creeps. Looks like...
Sanatório.
Oh, jeez.
O que? O que ela achou aí?
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my God, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08. Yes, Okay, let's go. Oh my God. I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
I can't figure out where to go.
All right, then.
A cemetery. Oh my God. Impossible to read. Section D. Section G. It needs a key. Doesn't look that strong, though. Section K. A dead end. I'll have to go back. Section G. I need directions, Oscar.
Section O. That's the one Kate Walker needs to reach. Section O. That's the one Kate Walker...
Section D. Section B. Section F. impossible to read. Section P. Oscar, I'm kind of lost here.
I do the thinking, she does the walking. Fine by me.
Galpão de ferramentas. Eu preciso ir pra cá, mas como é que passa pra ali, mano? Escada. Eu só tô aqui então. Tá.
Section M. Can you tell me where I am?
Seção M.
Just leave me a second.
Tá, seção M, sobe a escada. Tá, mas aqui não tem como avançar.
I need help here.
What would she do without me?
Ah, então tá. Eu tô no caminho certo. Estou em caminho certo.
Section M.
Aí. Tá, cadê a mulher? Quem que é esse daí?
Anna Rose, 1938. Gone to a better
Hã?
place.
Ela perdeu a filha.
Oh no.
Putz, ela perdeu o bebê, mano. Ela perdeu a criança. Acho que foi os tratamentos do sanatório.
What happened? Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news. They had already buried the baby girl.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
That's how she survived the pogroms.
Yes, but that didn't mean she was safe.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
Nossa, ela tá bem diferente, né? Londres, Gabinete de Relações Exteriores.
Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office. She had no family, no friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
Bruxelas, Calais, Paris. Bélgica. Marinha. Tanque. Aqui.
If I follow the instructions on the reports correctly, I should be able to place all the units mentioned.
Nossa, posicionado no Mar Norte. 2 dos 3 submarinos posicionados no mar partiram. Tá, submarino. Nossos olheiros confirmaram que 2 divisões de tanques na Bélgica. Observe que outra divisão de tanques. Tá, na Bélgica então tem 2 tanques. Mar Céltico. Partiram pra onde? Sandberg. Situação da coastagem da França. 2 baterias foram avistadas perto de Dover.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Ah, é mesmo?
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Ai, Nena, o que você foi fazendo na inteligência?
Looks like I've pinned too many units on the map. I should read the reports again. I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Ah, não, vai tomar banho. Vai tomar banho.
I should check the reports. I think I've made mistakes on the map.
Bom, deixa eu ver o que é. 3 e 3 já. Faz o seguinte, eu vou terminar por aqui. Amanhã a gente continua, ok? Então é isso. Até a próxima live, até o próximo vídeo. Falou!